Hi there. Today on the Dutch Do-It-Yourself Mechanics, I'll be showing you how to be changing your oil. And yes, it is a very small task, but also a very necessary one. And today we're going to be working on my 1994 Honda Civic Coupe. Now you're going to need a few things for this job. One, you'll need a wrench and socket set. Next to that, some standard wrenches, and then your new oil filter, and an oil pan to collect everything. Now, I always tell people to open up their hood when they do their oil changes, and the reason for that is because one, you get some more light coming from the top when you're working under it, and two, you can when you undo your oil cap, you have some less pressure, so the oil flows out nicer.
Once you've found your drainage bolt, grab one of your sockets or your wrench and unscrew it. Let the oil flow freely into the pan until it's completely empty.
Now, it is very hard to see because it is dark here, but the oil is flowing out and my car was just running, so I'll give it another 30 minutes to run out.
Something that I also forgot to mention was that you'll need this thing for the oil filter wrench. Like that. Now the next thing you'll want to do is to jack up your car because we're going to get to that oil filter. Now that your car is jacked up, you want to support it. Don't put a tire under it or just lie under with the jack. It doesn't work. Always use a jack stand.
Now thrust your girl back and forth a little to make sure she'll stay put, and then get under and get dirty.
Now there's the old oil with the oil filter wrench I took off. Here's the oil filter. Yeah, basically you have to get this off with the wrench and then put the new one on. I couldn't really show you where it was because it was so dark, but I'll give it a shot. Well, here you have your engine on this Honda. The oil filter's behind it, so if you can imagine you're lying under the car and you see the block, you have to imagine that the little flashlight, the oil filter will be somewhere behind here under all these tubing and wiring. But check it out, it's a cylindrical oil filter, and that's it. Now here we have the two oil filters. On the right side we have our old oil filter that just came out. On the left one, the new one. Now before you want to put the new oil filter on, always make sure to get a little oil off of the old one, like so, and smear it on to the rubber of the new one, so that it's easier to twist off for the next time you do it. Another thing to notice, this little rubber around the oil filter, you want to make sure that comes off with the oil filter itself. If not, you're going to double seal it, and well, just like double condoms, it doesn't really work, does it?
Everything has now been prepped, so open up that bottle, put a smile on your face, and give your ride some fresh brew. After filling the oil and verifying that it is now within the limits, quickly turn your engine on for a few seconds to let the oil go through the system. Turn your engine off, check your oil again, and then refill as necessary.
And there you have it, an oil change. It's a very simple job, but it is a very necessary job, as mentioned before. I always tell people the best thing to do with your car is maintenance, and the two best maintenance is one, an oil change, and two, a car wash, because that can never be bad. But that concludes it for now. That's simply how you put, or how you change your oil in your car. I hope that you all learned something and that maybe a little interest has been sparked in your own car. Sorry again that it was a little dark, however it is winter in the Netherlands and the difference between the sunset and pitch black is about 20 minutes, so it's a very small window. But we'll see you next time on our next few fixes, and have a good night.